Take it. Thanks, Wes. Yesterday, BC Super Week kicked off with the Tour de Delta. Next week, the Gastown Grand Prix returns. Jay will chat cycling with Whistler's Ben Chaddock coming up next. Welcome back. Jay has a very special guest in. Maybe a little tired from last night, Jay.
Well, we're about to find out. Thanks, Len. BC Super Week got started last night in Delta. Canadian Criterium champion Ben Chaddock, one of numerous world-class talents riding the next 2 weeks. First off, you tired? Did you get to sleep in a little bit?
A little bit of a sleep in, but I fell asleep quite well last night, so no worries.
What's this next couple of weeks like? I mean, we talked about it last week, the fact that this is probably the premier cycling event in North America, and especially here locally, we're so proud of it. 9 races in 10 days. Obviously, you train and train and train, and then it hits you. You just start pedaling and don't stop for like a week and a half?
Yeah, I mean, it's a really big race for the local guys as well as the riders who've come up, you know, talking like Swain, yep, Christian, Will, and Ryan Anderson, and of course Zach Bell, who's not racing this week because he's getting ready for the Olympics. Sure. And yeah, so it's a great opportunity for us to showcase our talents to potential pro teams like the young riders. And then in terms of preparation for this week, most of us are coming off of our trade team calendars, and fortunately, a bunch of us have, like Nick Hamilton, also from Jelly Belly. We've had a chance to go home for 5 days, which is nice. I haven't been home in 6 months, so
wow,
it's nice to come
relax
home
and decompress. Delta last night. You're out there again tonight. Then we have Gastown. You never got to race Gastown, so what's the excitement level like for guys like yourself, other new pro riders who get to race this famed, setting in downtown Vancouver that they've heard about but never had the opportunity to race? Yeah, totally.
Gastown has a really long history, and when it was really going really well before 2008, it was just at the level of a race like Athens Twilight, for example. And Athens is still a marquee event. Sure. And so to have Gastown come back for an opportunity for us to race, with, the riders who've won that race, they go on to be very, very good in the profession, in the professional ranks. So it's really exciting. It's a challenging course, and it's the type of marquee event where you can say to your friends and family, like, this is going to be big. There's going to be thousands of people. The atmosphere is going to be awesome, and it's really attractive. You can get a lot of people.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you get pumped for that? I mean, do you feed off that as well? I mean, because I know last night you guys were averaging 50 kilometers an hour, out in Delta. I mean, you get down to Gastown, the streets are narrow, you got those cobblestones. I mean, can you get that rush? Can you get that pump to get you to, the maybe 55 kilometers an hour and the pursuit to win it all?
Oh, totally. Yeah. Right. Sometimes we start even at nighttime, right? And sometimes we start at dusk. And that type of party atmosphere just really gets you jazzed up, and especially during the call-ups. Usually at the beginning of the race, they'll call up some of the notable riders who are starting. Fortunately, with this jersey, I'll get the call-up at most of the races for the next year. Yeah, sometimes when they shoot the gun, you can't even hear yourself change gears all the way to the first corner. It's really loud.
This jersey, how much does this mean to you to have this, Canadian Championship jersey?
It means a lot. It means to me that I've improved as a cyclist more so than when I was alpine ski racing, and that was my previous passion until I was about 21. So this is a real good vindication of the last 6 years of work.
What's harder on the body, the skiing or the cycling? Because I mean, your legs are the size of small tree trunks. I mean, comparison in terms of fatigue-wise.
Yeah, I mean, alpine skiing is a 3-minute sport, and I'm still able to stay in touch with a lot of the guys I grew up with. And yeah, it's a very difficult sport. Cycling is a little bit more friendly on the knees, I guess, in terms of impact. But it's a wear and tear sport, so you have to be have good due diligence with your stretching and all sorts of things. So. Team
Exergy won the inaugural UBC event last year. Your team is back again this year. What does it mean to have the support of a team like that?
Yeah, I mean, coming home, you always want to do well, but in cycling you have to have the team to do well. So fortunately, I got our 2 Mullerby twins, and my good friend Quinn Keogh and Zach Davies. So we have 5 riders here, and it's really special to sponsor Team Exergy. Yeah.
Now, before we let you go, 6 of the 9 races are right up your alleys. I mean, they're criteriums, right? Yes. Feeling strong for BC,
Oh, totally. Yeah, it's been really nice to have that rest after a really strong calendar of criteriums in preparation for the championships. And now it's just a little bit of fine-tuning, a little bit of rest. And it does really feel like it's the beginning of a new season now that I've had 2 weeks of rest.
You guys are tremendous athletes. I really look forward to this time of the year. And those of you who haven't been to Gastown, you haven't been to Delta, you haven't been to UBC, you've got 9 races in 10 days. Get out and support some world-class athletes. Now I know you got a race, but can you stick around for some world-class gelato?
Maybe just a little tiny bit. I don't know.
We'll twist his arm. Lynn, back to you. Thanks, Ben.
All right.
Cheers.
Yeah, thanks, Ben, for coming in, and best of luck. Can't wait to see you at the Gastown Grand Prix this week. Well, the sun is